Mic check 1, 2, 3. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Friday, July 21, 2023. We're getting set for another qualifying session. Today we have 11 qualifiers on the menu. Our first qualifier will be getting underway very shortly. They should be exiting the paddock at any moment now. Overcast on this Friday morning. Very comfortable out there, though, we can tell you that. The temperature right now sitting around 20 degrees Celsius. Track looks like it's in good shape, and there isn't much of a wind to report. Horses now coming out of the paddock for qualifier number 1. Getting set for our first qualifiers. The horses are on the track. There are no changes here in qualifier number 1. It will be a field of 7 to go forward. So here's the field for our first qualifier. Number 1 is Best Show, a 3-year-old filly, trained by Desiree Jones. The driver is Gino Toscani. 2 is Dance Number, 3-year-old filly, trained by Dan Legacy. The driver is Louis-Philippe Bois. 3, There's Something Going On, a 3-year-old gelding, trained and driven by Beau Brown. Number 4 is Magnetar Sealster, 3-year-old colt, trained by Frank Baker. Tyler Borth to drive. 5 is Barstow Bell. It's a 4-year-old mare, trained and driven by Stephen Hawks. Number 6 is Velvet Stinger, 4-year-old mare trained by Nick Gallucci with James McDonald. And 7, Love is Alive, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Jack Moiseyev. The driver, Phil Houdon. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Here they come for our first qualifier. We're on the pace here. And they're off and pacing. And shooting out goes. There's something going on. That one is trying to get off to a good beginning. Outside speed being shown here by Love is Alive. Between horses, Magnetar Sealster. Then we'll go back to Dance Number on the outside. From the rail is Best Show. Going then to Velvet Stinger. And your early trailer is Barstow Bell. They're into the first turn. And to the top went There's Something Going On. There's Something Going On. And Bo Brown will lead it to the opening panel. It's up on the board in 28-3. So they move into the backstretch. Barstow Bell is the trailer. We're working our way back. As we look up at the front, There's Something Going On is leading it. In second is Dance Number. 2.5 lengths then to Best Show. Another couple lengths back to Magnetar Sealster in fourth. Break of 3 then to Love is Alive, who's fifth. Tracked by Velvet Stinger. Barstow Bell rounds things out. 28-3 was our opening panel. They're nearing the midway point. There's Something Going On. It's going to go by the half here. And the half looks like something might have flew in front of the timer there. It popped up a lot quicker than it really was. We were probably going to be in about the 56 and 4, 57 second range. So we'll get that figured out after. But There's Something Going On is leading it. There's Something Going On by a length and a half. Second is Dance Number. Racing third, Best Show. Still fourth is Magnetar Sealster. Then we're going back to Love is Alive. 2 more lengths to Velvet Stinger. Barstow Bell rounds things out. There's Something Going On. Nears 3/4. The length and a half advantage. 126 and 3. Off the turn and into the stretch. And we'll see if There's Something Going On can finish the job now. Back in second. Dance Numbers just sat on that one's back. They've got some separation on the rest of them. On the far outside, coming on Magnetar Sealster, trying to overtake Best Show. And then behind horses, Velvet Stinger. There's Something Going On. Here's Dance Number to the outside late, trying to go on by. There's Something Going On and Dance Number. These two coming down to the wire. And it's going to be close, really close there. Inside, There's Something Going On. Dance Number on the outside. Magnetar Sealster third and Velvet Stinger fourth. 154 and 4. The half-mile time from qualifier number 1 was 57 and 3. Fractions were 28 and 3, 57 and 3, 126 and 3, 154 and 4. The winner by a nose was the 2 Dance Number over There's Something Going On, the 3. Horses lining up for our second qualifier. 2-year-old pacing fillies here. Scratch numbers 2 and 8 leaves us now with a field of 6. One is Sorcia Sealster, an all bets off filly, trained by John Pentland with Bob McClure, $80,000 London Classic purchase. 2 is out. 3 is Salzburg Annie, a He's Watching filly, trained by Eric Nadeau, Louis Waugh to drive, $12,000 yearling buy from the Atlantic Classic. 4 Tea Party Hanover, a Stay Hungry filly, trained by Jack Darling with Jody Jameson to drive, $150,000 Harrisburg yearling purchase. 5 is Twin Bee Empress, an Always Be Mickey filly, trained by Kevin Ben, Sylvain Filion drives, $27,000 Harrisburg buy. 6 is Drink in the Sand. That is a Fear of the Dragon filly, trained by Blake McIntosh with Tyler Borth, $19,000 Lexington Select purchase. Number 7 is Twin Bee Jewels, an American Ideal filly, trained by Terry McKibben. Driver change to Daryl Thiessen. This was a $35,000 Harrisburg buy. And number 8 is Scratched. Down to a field of 6 for qualifier number 2. 2-year-old pacing fillies here. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Here they come for qualifier number 2. And they're off and pacing. Firing away goes Drinks in the Sand. That one is storming out to the early lead. To follow that path will be the next door neighbor, Twin Bee Empress. Getting away third is Sorcia Sealster from the rail. To that one's outside is Tea Party Hanover, to be followed by Salzburg Annie and our early trailer, Twin Bee Jewels. Drinks in the Sand is the leader here for Tyler Borth as they head towards the opening quarter. Racing in second is Twin Bee Empress. 2 lengths going back to Sorcia Sealster in third. The opening quarter was 30 seconds flat. So as they move up the backstretch, they do follow Drinks in the Sand. A length and a half the advantage from Twin Bee Empress as that one follows along confidently and is going to come around now. Here comes Twin Bee Empress with the move in the second quarter up to take the lead. Sorcia Sealster remains in third, going back to Tea Party Hanover in fourth. 3-length gap then as we head back up to Salzburg Annie, and that one is being followed up the backstretch by Twin Bee Jewels. They come to the half. It was hit in a minute flat onto the final turn, and the leader is now Twin Bee Empress. And Sylvain Filion here for trainer Kevin Ben. This daughter of Always Be Mickey in her second outing, first time around the Mohawk Park Oval, is leading it. In second, Drinks in the Sand, 2 lengths back then to Sorcia Sealster, the debuter. Then in fourth, that's Tea Party Hanover. To the outside from the back is Twin Bee Jewels, and to that one's inside is Salzburg Annie. Twin Bee Empress heads to 3/4 and is by that marker in 1:30 flat, so another 30-second split. It's been all those through 3/4 now, and they're into the stretch. Twin Bee Empress is trying to close it out, starts to drift out a little bit here. We'll see if Drinks in the Sand can maybe come up the inside. Center of the track, that's Sorcia Sealster, and then we go back to Tea Party Hanover in fourth, so it'll get interesting late. It's Twin Bee Empress with the short advantage. Drinks in the Sand pressing up the rail, but Twin Bee Empress looks like will be her to take it. Rallying on the outside, Sorcia Sealster might have got second there from Drinks in the Sand third, and fourth was Tea Party Hanover, 1:58 and 4. Here we go for the third qualifier. 3-year-olds and up on the trot. Tyler Borth drives 1 Irish Dreamer. Bob McClure drives 5 Craft Made. Renee Dion drives 8 Mystic. 1 Irish Dreamer, a 3-year-old colt. Paul Reed trains. Tyler Borth drives. 2 is Belvedere Franklin, a 3-year-old colt, trained and driven by Pat Houdon. 3 Yank My Halo, a 3-year-old gelding, trained by Roger Mayotte. He'll also drive. 4 Osceola, a 3-year-old colt, trained by Greg McNair with Doug McNair. 5 is Craft Made, a 3-year-old colt, trained by Luke Blay, the driver Bob McClure. 6 is Tuscan Prince, 3-year-old gelding, trained by Blay, the driver Louis Waugh. 7 is Cadillac, a 4-year-old gelding, trained by Steve Charlton with Austin Sori. And the 8 is Mystic, a 5-year-old gelding, trained and driven by Renee Dion. Here they come for qualifier number 3. And they're off and trotting, and some speed being shown right off the hop here by Osceola. That one is charging out of there, but even quicker from the inside. An absolute revved up Belvedere Franklin goes out to the lead. So Osceola will drop in behind. We'll Yank My Halo's 5 from the front, racing in third. Tuscan Prince will drop in fourth in front of the stablemate Craft Made. Then we go to Irish Dreamer, outside Cadillac, and Mystic is the trailer. So Belvedere Franklin was ready to rock here in the opening quarter and got out to the early lead. Settles there on the front. 29 seconds was the opening split. Osceola is in second, and then back in third. That is Yank My Halo. So 29 flat was our opening quarter, and up the backstretch they go. Belvedere Franklin by 2. Osceola in second, and now going up to the lead. Here goes Osceola up to take the top spot from Belvedere Franklin. 7 lengths going back to Yank My Halo in third. Tracked fourth up the backstretch by Tuscan Prince. Craft Made is fifth. Then it's Irish Dreamer, followed by Cadillac and Mystic. The half was 57 and 3. So to the final turn they go. A 28 and 3 second quarter. A little bit quicker there for our leader Osceola, who went second to first and now opens up by 5. Back in second, Belvedere Franklin. Almost double digits going back then to Yank My Halo in third. That's going to get Tuscan Prince now underway for Waugh to the outside from fourth. And Craft Made outside Mystic now up into 6th. Inside 7th is Irish Dreamer. Trailer 8th. That is Cadillac. 3 quarters hit here by Osceola in 1:25 and 3. Third quarter was trotted in 28 seconds flat, and as they swing into the stretch, Osceola, the OSS Gold winner, a winner of over $286,000 to this point. This 3-year-old's on top by nearly 10. Tuscan Prince, his Ontario sired rival, is now up into second, doing his thing, and then well back to the others. Osceola is going to win qualifier number 3, trotting home to go a good mile here this morning, going to stop the clock in 1:53 and 4. Second goes to Tuscan Prince, then Craft Made third, and fourth was tight between Yank My Halo and Mystic. 1:53 and 4 for Osceola. Up next is qualifier number 4, 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Louis Waugh drives the 4 right about now. James McDonald drives 5, Zippin' and Rippin', and Trevor Henry will drive the 6, Julius Hanover. 1 is Warwe for Laura, an all bets off colt, trained by Frank Baker with Tyler Borth to drive, an $11,000 London Classic yearling buy. 2 is Captain's Quarters, a Captain Treacherous 2-year-old colt trained by Herb Holland. The driver's Jody Jameson. This was a $235,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 3, When You're Hot, You're Hot, an all bets off colt trained by Jack Moiseyev with Bob McClure in the bike, a $15,000 yearling purchase from London. The 4, Right About Now, a sports rider colt trained by Tom Ham. The driver will be Louis Waugh. 5 is Zippin' and Rippin', a gelded son of Shadow Play, trained by Blake McIntosh. The driver will be James McDonald, $18,000 Ontario Select buy. 6 is Julius Hanover, a betting line colt, trained by Walter Whalen. The driver will be Trevor Henry, a $13,000 yearling purchase from Harrisburg. And 7 is Fast Louis, a Sweet Lou colt trained by Kevin Ben, Sylvain Filion to drive, $25,000 yearling, graduate of the Harrisburg sale. Field of 7 for qualifier number 4. Here they come. And they're off in pacing. And from the outside, Fast Louis is getting out of there quickly as that one charges out quickly to a 3.5 length advantage. Getting away in second, that is When You're Hot, You're Hot, but coming around will be Julius Hanover. From the rail, Warwe for Laura gets away in 4th. Captain's Quarters will be followed by Zippin' and Rippin'. Early trailer right about now. Into the first turn they go. Fast Louis is up front leading it for Filion. It's Fast Louis heading to the opening quarter. That opening panel, 30 seconds flat. Out of the first turn they come. Fast Louis, Sweet Lou colt, second qualifier, first time around Mohawk Park, leads it by 2. Julius Hanover's in second. Third up the backstretch, When You're Hot, You're Hot. Then in 4th, Warwe for Laura. Racing in 5th, it's the debuter Captain's Quarters. That one is tracked up the backstretch by Zippin' and Rippin', and then Right About Now. Just about 9 lengths from front to back separating them here, tightly packed as they're single file to the half. And Fast Louis, off a 30-second opener, was by the half in a minute and 2/5. Second quarter was in 30 and 2. It's a 2-length advantage up front here for Fast Louis. Second's been Julius Hanover. Third remains When You're Hot, You're Hot. Gets a little separation of 2 lengths on Warwe for Laura in 4th. Captain's Quarters. Back then to Zippin' and Rippin'. And Right About Now is last. They jam up there in mid-pack, and off stride went Warwe for Laura. So they got pretty tight there in the middle of this group. That interfered with a few of them. But up front, the leader, still untouched, Fast Louis, is by 3/4 in 1:30 and 4. So once again, that was a 30 and 2 split. Into the stretch now, Fast Louis angling out. Here comes now Julius Hanover. Back in third, When You're Hot, You're Hot. Captain's Quarters, despite facing some interference in the last turns, coming on up the inside. But up front, it's Fast Louis. Fast Louis by 2. Julius Hanover off to settle for second. Captain's Quarters in a battle for third. When You're Hot, You're Hot. Fast Louis wins it in 1:58 and 3. Qualifier number 5, 2-year-old trotters here, scratching numbers 1 and 2. Jody Jamieson drives the 8, Widespread Panic. Start with number 3, Emergency Landing. 2-year-old colt by Tactical Landing, trained by Desiree Jones with Sylvan Filion, $30,000 Lexington buy. 4 is 3 Alarm Fire, gelded son of Alarm Detector, trained and driven by Matt Dupuis, $12,000 yearling from the London Classic. 5 is Look Proud, looks like a Chippendale colt, trained by Taylor Fritz. Brett McDonald will drive. 6 is Willow Time, looks like a Chippendale colt, trained and driven by Mark Etzel. 7 is Wunderbar, gelded son of Looks Like a Chippendale, trained by Gary Lance with James McDonald. 8 is Widespread Panic, a muscle massive gelding, trained by Amy McDonald. The driver will be Jody Jamieson, $17,000 yearling from the Lexington sale. And number 9 is Dr. G, an Alarm Detector gelding, trained and driven by Rick Zeron. Scratch down to a field of 7 for qualifier number 5. 2-year-old trotters are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. And it was a pretty good beginning here for Widespread Panic and Wunderbar. Also from the outside is Dr. G towards the rail. Willow Time timed it pretty well. Will get away in second. So to the first turn, Wunderbar, Willow Time in second. Third will be Dr. G in front of Emergency Landing. Then finding a seat is Widespread Panic. We'll then go back to Look Proud and rounding things out as they go to the opening quarter, 3 Alarm Fire. A breaker was Willow Time. Well, in the 2-hole there, the opening quarter was 28-4. So a charged up opening panel here for this 2-year-old qualifier, as that was courtesy of Wunderbar. 28-4 our opening split. So as they move up the backstretch, resetting was Willow Time. The rest of them are well back, and they're bunched up there. Inside third, that is Emergency Landing. 3 deep is Widespread Panic. Coming between horses is Look Proud. Then we go to Dr. G and the trailer, 3 Alarm Fire. But up front here, it's Wunderbar, who is by the half in 58-3. Second quarter was trotted in 29-4. To the final turn they go. It's Wunderbar leading it by about 8 lengths. Willow Time is off stride again there in second. Look Proud is trying to make up some ground in third, then back in fourth as they move around the turn is Emergency Landing, tracked by Widespread Panic, going back to 3 Alarm Fire and some struggles at the back for Dr. G. And so up front, Wunderbar, so as we were looking to the back, up at the front, Wunderbar made a miscue, and that really changes things now, as inheriting the lead is Look Proud, and that one's been motoring through the third quarter, and all of a sudden is the leader. So as they're into the stretch, it's Look Proud up top. In second is Wunderbar. Then back in third is Emergency Landing. Racing in fourth is Widespread Panic. Then well back to Willow Time, followed by 3 Alarm Fire. And last of all is Dr. G. So it's going to be Look Proud, who's going to take qualifier number 5. Look Proud will take it for Brett McDonald. Finishing second is going to be Wunderbar. Then third was Widespread Panic from Emergency Landing. Fourth, 2 minutes and a fifth. We will now take a 20-minute break. 20-minute break before resuming with today's qualifiers. Almost set to resume with today's qualifiers. Qualifier number 6 is up next. Scratch number 1, Family Secret, leaves us with a field of 5. Group of 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds. So it'll be 3 rookies, a couple of 3-year-olds to make up this group of 5. That'll go forward here in qualifier 6. Total of 11 qualifiers here this morning, so 6 through 11. We're about to get underway with the second half of today's session. Once again, number 1 is scratch, so we start with number 2, Taro Sealster, Better's Delight. Son is trained by Friday Dean with Doug McNair to drive. $75,000 yearling purchase from the London Classic. 3, Mac Wow is a McWicked colt trained by Blake McIntosh with Jody Jameson. $35,000 Lexington Select grad. 4, If That's Right, That's Wrong. Stag Party colt trained and driven by Bo Brown. $20,000 yearling purchase from the Lexington sale. 5, Hank the Hunk, a 3-year-old gelded son of Shadow Play. Jay Coughlin trained Sylvain Filion to drive. And 6 is Sans Souci. He's watching 3-year-old colt trained by Walter Whalen. Anthony Hahn drives. That's your feel for qualifier number 6. Pacers for qualifier number 6 are on gate, a field of 5 to the top of the stretch. And they're off and pacing. Mac Wow steps out to the early lead with a nice beginning. If that's right, that's wrong. We'll follow the next door neighbor to get away in second. Up on the outside, Sans Souci is mid-pack. Then we go to Taro Sealster. Early trailer is Hank the Hunk. They're driving quickly into the first turn. Mac Wow strided out nicely off the wings to grab the top spot. If That's Right, That's Wrong is in second. Then a break of 4 going back to the others. The opening quarter was 29 seconds flat. So as they exit the first turn, it's Mac Wow. This is now the 4th qualifier for this McWicked colt. The rookie leads them up the backstretch, nearly 2 lengths in front of If That's Right, That's Wrong, as that 2-year-old colt makes his second outing. Then it's 7 lengths going back to Sans Souci in third, 2 more lengths to Taro Sealster. The debuter is 4th, and 5th up the backstretch, Hank the Hunk, that 3-year-old also making his qualifying debut. 2-horse breakaway continues, Mac Wow, If That's Right, That's Wrong, by the half in 58 and 1. So on to the final turn they go, and Mac Wow continues to cut it out. If That's Right, That's Wrong. Just tags closely there in second. 8 lengths going back to Sans Souci third. 4th is Taro Sealster, and then it's Hank the Hunk to round things out. Midway around the final turn, Mac Wow has taken them this far. If That's Right, That's Wrong. Moves to the outside now, has followed long enough and is ready to go. They'll be side by side at 3 quarters in 128 and 2. The third quarter was in 30 and 1, off the turn and into the stretch. If That's Right, That's Wrong. Takes the lead and opens up and draws away by 5. Back in second is Mac Wow. Then in third, that is Sans Souci. Going back to Hank the Hunk and Taro Sealster. If That's Right, That's Wrong. This Stag Party colt going to get another good qualifier in here. Going to win this one by several lengths, pacing strong through the wire to win it in 156 flat. Finishing second was Sans Souci, back to Mac Wow, then Hank the Hunk, and Taro Sealster. Gate is rolling for our 7th qualifier, scratching numbers 2 and 7. 1 is Armored Dove, 2-year-old filly, daughter of Chapter 7. Sean Stacy trains, Bob McClure drives, $125,000 Lexington Select Buy. 2 is out. 3 is Mama Made Me Good, What the Hill, 2-year-old filly, trained and driven by Andre Goish, a $60,000 Ohio Select yearling purchase. 4, Cleveland Miska, that's a Cadabra filly, trained by Chantel Mitchell. Doug McNair drives, $49,000 London Classic Buy. 5 is Time Contessa, Cadabra filly, trained and driven by Mark Etzel, $20,000 Harrisburg purchase. 6 in the field is PL Rachel. Matt Dupuis trains and drives his daughter of Muscle Mass. 7 is out, and number 8 is Tactical Strike, Tactical Landing filly, trained by Desiree Jones. The driver is James McDonald. This was an $80,000 Lexington Select yearling purchase. Field of 6 now with 2 scratches. They're lining up for qualifier number 7. Gate picking up speed. Here they come. Often trotting here in our 7th qualifier, and from the rail, Armored Dove was making sure that one would try and get away to hold ground. From the center, there's Cleveland Miska, who shoots through. Between horses is Time Contessa. Up on the outside is Tactical Strike. Then we go back to Mama Made Me Good. Early trailers, PL Rachel. To the first turn they go. Tactical Strike going to continue to forge ahead. That one will get around all of her rivals. Tactical Strike to take the lead. Second is Cleveland Miska. Armored Dove from the rail got away third. Opening quarter was 30-4. So out of the first turn they trot, and they follow Tactical Strike. 2.5 lengths the advantage on Cleveland Miska in second. Then in third, Armored Dove. Couple more lengths back to Time Contessa in fourth. Fifth up the backstretch is Mama Made Me Good. And another 2 lengths to PL Rachel. So they haven't changed order here in the second quarter. Tactical Strike. This one is leading the way. So Tactical Strike, she had a very impressive career debut back on June 23rd. First appearance since then, so it's been almost a month. And here this morning, she's by the half in 101-3. On to the final turn they go. 30-4 was the opening quarter. 30-4 was the second quarter. Cleveland Miska is 5 lengths off the leader in second. Third is Armored Dove. Back in fourth is Time Contessa. Now advancing a spot or 2 is PL Rachel. New trailers, Mama Made Me Good. So Tactical Strike looking nice on the lead there. That one is still on top by a half dozen lengths. Second is Cleveland Miska, that Cadabra filly. First outing for her. She's second. Third is Armored Dove. 3-quarter time, 1:31-2. So the third quarter, the fastest to this point, 29-4 into the stretch, and Tactical Strike will look to finish off strong. She leads it by close to double digits. Back in second is Cleveland Miska. Up the inside, Armored Dove holds third still. PL Rachel on the outsides into fourth. Back to Time Contessa and Mama Made Me Good. Tactical Strike gonna get a nice effort in here this morning. Tactical Strike will win it, and she will stop the clock in 1:59-2. Home in 28 seconds flat. Second was Cleveland Miska. Third, Armored Dove. And fourth, PL Rachel. Qualifier number 8 is up next. Driver change on the 3, Jenny's Heart. Driver will be James McDonald. Scratch number 8, Some Wicked. So we're left with a field of 7 2-year-old pacing fillies here. 1 is Adele Hill, a Better Delight filly trained by Chantel Mitchell. Doug McNair will drive. 2, Lady Willa, Arthur Blue Chip filly, trained and driven by Dr. Ian Moore. $8,000 yearling out of the Atlantic Classic sale. 3 is Jenny's Heart, Better's Delight filly, trained by John Pentland. Driver change to James McDonald, $25,000 Lexington Select yearling buy. 4, On Top Rainstorm, Big Jim filly, trained by Walter Whalen. Anthony Hahn will drive. 5 is Angry Angel, Control the Moment filly, trained by Zachary Carroll. Tyler Borth in the sulky, $24,000 London Classic purchase. 6 is Stonebridge Halo, Captain Crunch filly, trained by Dan Legacy. The driver is Bob McClure. This was a $125,000 Lexington Select purchase. 7, Lady Terrio, Better's Delight filly, trained by Susie Kerwood. Renee Dion is in the bike. $75,000 yearling out of the Lexington Select sale. And number 8 is scratched. Field of 7 for qualifier number 8. Two-year-old pacing fillies for the 8th qualifier are on gate as the gate swings into the stretch. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. And it's a nice beginning for Stonebridge Halo as that one is able to sweep off the gate and across to the lead. Getting away in second, that is Lady Willa. Then in third, the Lady Terrio. Going back to Jenny's Heart, who got away fourth. Then Adele Hill, who is followed by On Top Rainstorm. And Angry Angel is the early trailer. The field of 7 go to the opening quarter. And your leader up front here is Stonebridge Halo, past an opening quarter of 30-4. 30-4 was our opening split. Stonebridge Halo into the backstretch, about to give way as Lady Willa is going to circle around to the lead. So Lady Willa up to take the lead, trying to clear, though Stonebridge Halo hasn't done so just yet. Back in third is Lady Terrio, then racing fourth is Jenny's Heart. Fifth up the backstretch is Adele Hill, going back to On Top Rainstorm, and the trailer Angry Angel. So Lady Willa didn't necessarily clear that easily, but does eventually get around Stonebridge Halo. The half was 101. To the final turn go the rookie pacing fillies. They're bunching up now. Lady Willa leads it. Second, Stonebridge Halo. And now on the outside advancing, On Top Rainstorm has rushed up into third. Inside fourth, Lady Terrio, tracked by Jenny's Heart. Then off the rail now, Adele Hill, the first timer. And we go back to Angry Angel, who rounds things out. Up front, Lady Willa, now on the lead by 1.5 lengths from Stonebridge Halo. They're by 3/4 in 1:31 flat, so they went 30 seconds even in the third panel. They'll spin for home. Lady Willa coming back out. Stonebridge Halo looking to retake. Up the rail will come Lady Terrio, widest of them all, On Top Rainstorm. 4 across with 1/8 to go. Lady Willa still with a short advantage. Stonebridge Halo on the outside. Up the cones. Lady Terrio far outside. That was On Top Rainstorm. Taking the lead in the center of the track, though, Stonebridge Halo got the first call, gets the last call. Stonebridge Halo takes it. Lady Terrio second. Then it was Lady Willa third, and fourth On Top Rainstorm, 1:59-3. Qualifier number 9 is next. Scratch number 8, Fortress Lewisburg. Jody Jameson drives the 2 Stonebridge Cosmic. 2-year-old trotters are lining up. Number 1, Kiss Me Zet, International Money Filly, trained by Chris Bell, the driver Tyler Borth, $7,000 yearling out of the Harrisburg sale. 2, Stonebridge Cosmic, gelded son of Muscle Mass, trained by Rod Hughes. The driver will be Jody Jameson. This was a $23,000 Lexington Select buy. 3, Royal Beluga, tactical landing colt, trained by Mark Etzel. He'll also drive, $18,000 Harrisburg buy. 4, Spin for Life, gelded son of Royalty for Life, trained by Sylvain Grenier. Sylvain Filion will drive. 5 is Hilarious Archie, an Archangel colt trained by Brad Shakes with Bob McClure. 6 is Highly Prized, a Cadabra colt trained by Luke Blais. Louis Waugh drives. And the 7 is King Fury, a Chapter 7 colt trained by Jeff Gillis. James McDonald in the bike, a $40,000 Harrisburg yearling purchase. Scratch number 8. So it's a field of 7 2-year-old trotters here assembled for our 9th. Starting gate approaches the top of the stretch. A field of 7 2-year-old trotters for qualifier number 9. Here they come. Off stride is number 7, King Fury. And they're off and trotting. Stonebridge Cosmic is leaving from the inside. Also pushing forward Royal Beluga. Off stride in the center of the track. Went the 6, Highly Prized. That one makes a miscue. Sweeping up there is Spin for Life along with Hilarious Archie. Back to Kiss Me Zet. And the breakers, that being King Fury, still off stride, is Highly Prized. They're heading into the first turn, so Jody Jameson got Stonebridge Cosmic out of there nicely. That one hugging the pylons to the quarter, leading it by 2.5. That opening panel was 30-1. So out of the first turn they will come. And our breakers off stride again, Highly Prized, and King Fury well behind. And up front, making a break, went Stonebridge Cosmic. So you take your eyes off the front for a second, and there's a breaker. Stonebridge Cosmic was on the gallop, so Royal Beluga is a leader here by 10 lengths. Back in second, that's Hilarious Archie. On the outside of that rival is Spin for Life. Then racing into fourth is Kiss Me Zet. Resetting is Stonebridge Cosmic. And our trailers last continue to be King Fury and Highly Prized. The half was hit in 59-4, and all alone on the lead here, this has been Royal Beluga for trainer-driver Mark Etzel, making a break now. Quick break there, but resetting with Spin for Life. That one made a miscue, so moving up a spot into second is Hilarious Archie. Spin for Life resets is in third. Fourth is Kiss Me Zet, and then back to Stonebridge Cosmic, rounding things out, King Fury and Highly Prized. 3/4 hit in 129-1 off the turn and into the stretch. After a 29-2 third quarter, it is all Royal Beluga. Royal Beluga all alone on the lead here. This tactical landing colt is up top by close to 15 lengths. Second is Hilarious Archie. Spin for Life is in third. Then it's Kiss Me Zet, followed by Stonebridge Cosmic. So Royal Beluga probably thought would have a little more company, but that's the way things play out, and Royal Beluga will get to be first to the wire to stop the clock here in a nice mile of 159 flat. Finishing second, Hilarious Archie, then it was Kiss Me Zet, followed by Spin for Life and Stonebridge Cosmic. Qualifier number 10 is next. 3-year-olds and up on the trot. Scratch number 5 and number 7. Brings us down to a field of 7. James McDonald will drive the One Holiday Hush. One Holiday Hush, 3-year-old filly, trained by Gary Adair, the driver James McDonald. 2 is Shiny Sunday, 3-year-old filly, trained by Ben Bayarjan with Sylvain Filion. 3, Social Distanced, 3-year-old filly, trained by Shane Weber, the driver Bob McClure. 4 is Soul Wit, 3-year-old colt, trained by Blair Burgess, the driver Pat Hudon. 5 is Out. 6 is Silly Me Hanover, a 3-year-old filly, trained by Luke Blay with Louis Waugh. 7 is Out. 8 is Hang On Baby, a 4-year-old mare, trained by Camila Christoforou, the driver Chris Christoforou. And number 9 in this group, Magic's Wizard. That one is a 6-year-old gelding, trained by Eric Wilson. And it looks like the driver is Tyler Borth. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Field of 7 for qualifier number 10. Here they come. And they're off and trotting. A break at the beginning for the 2 Shiny Sunday. Leaving well from the rail is Holiday Hush, but the outside will have the quickest speed, that being Magic's Wizard and Hang On Baby, those 2 crossing over. Holiday Hush to get away in 3rd. In the center, Silly Me Hanover will drop in 4th in front of Social Distance, going back then to Soul Wit. And the breaker before the start there was Shiny Sunday. That one will look to catch up and does join the main group. So they go to the opening quarter, and it was up in just 31 and 2. Making the front was Magic's Wizard, up top by 1.5 lengths. From Hang On Baby in 2nd, 4 lengths going back to Holiday Hush in 3rd. That one is tracked up the backstretch by Silly Me Hanover, who sits in 4th. 3 more lengths then, going back to Social Distance in 5th. 2 lengths then to Soul Wit, and the trailer, Shiny Sunday. So they move up towards the midway point, and Magic's Wizard, the veteran in this group, the 6-year-old gelding, will take them by the midway point in 1 minute and 4/5. On to the final turn they go, 29 and 2 in the 2nd quarter. A breaker at the back going to the half was the 2 Shiny Sunday. So up front, it's still Magic's Wizard. While Hang On Baby tracks from in 2nd, tightening up there in 3rd as they're midway around the final turn. That is going to be Silly Me Hanover, who's sitting in 4th. Tracking Holiday Hush, who gets there in 3rd. And then we're a few more lengths going back to the final pair. Social Distanced, and that one's outside Soul Wit. The breaker last is Shiny Sunday. 3/4, 1:30 and 4. They went the 3rd quarter in 30 seconds flat. It's been Magic's Wizard to this point. Out of the 2-hole, looking to get on by is Hang On Baby. And here comes Silly Me Hanover between rivals. She's finishing up well. And here comes that 3-year-old filly, Silly Me Hanover, trying to power by. That being Hang On Baby. Hang On Baby a short advantage, trying to hold off. Silly Me Hanover, they hit the wire together. So very close there, as it was Hang On Baby and Silly Me Hanover. Then we went back to Holiday Hush, followed by Magic's Wizard, 159 and 1. Final qualifier of the day, qualifier number 11. A couple driver changes, 3 Major Custard will be Gino Toscani, 7 Mockart in Motion, Jonathan Drury. 4-year-olds and up on the pace, 1 Sauble Amber, 4-year-old mare, Trevor Henry for trainer Otis Hall, 2 Shooting Straight, 8-year-old gelding, Catherine Flanagan trains, John Flanagan drives, 3 Major Custard, 6-year-old gelding, trained by Desiree Jones with Gino Toscani, 4 Uncle Shank, 6-year-old trained by Chantel Mitchell with James McDonald, the 5 Beach and Lindy, Austin Story for Steve Charlton, and then we will go to the 6 Lancaster Bomber, Doug McNair for Carmen Osceola, and the 7 Mockart in Motion, Jonathan Drury for Carmen Osceola. So the field of 7 is sent on their way, and the pacers are off, and charging out to the early lead goes Uncle Shank. Uncle Shank charged out of there off the wings and was followed right there by Beach and Lindy to get away in second. Third from the rail, Sauble Amber lining up with Shooting Straight, going back to Major Custard, followed by Lancaster Bomber and Mock Art in Motion. Opening quarter is coming up here as they're into the first turn, and showing the way, Uncle Shank is up top by a length and a half. From Beach and Lindy, the free-legged pacer second, 28-3 was the opening split. Out of the first turn they go. And your leader is Uncle Shank. Uncle Shank leads it. Second, that is Beach and Lindy. Third is Sauble Amber. Right behind that one, fourth is Shooting Straight, tracked by Major Custard, fifth. Closing the gap there, sixth is Lancaster Bomber. And the trailer seventh is Mockart in Motion. No change in order. They're single file racing towards the midway point, and it's Uncle Shank who's going to get them up to the half. Up top by a length and a half. As Beach and Lindy enjoyed a pocket trip, 58-2 as our half mile clocking. So they went the second quarter in 29-4. Uncle Shank is 6-year-olds onto the far turn. 2-hole toe for Beach and Lindy. 3 lengths off the lead, Sauble Amber in third. 2.5 lengths going back to Shooting Straight in fourth. Major Custard about to get underway from in fifth. And then it's back to Lancaster Bomber, who's off the rail. And that one's inside the stablemate, Mockart in Motion. Up front, though, it's been Uncle Shank. Meanwhile, Beach and Lindy's just been sitting on the helmet. 3-quarter time was 1:26-1. So they kicked it up 27-4 in the third quarter into the stretch. Uncle Shank going to try and fight off the pressure coming from Beach and Lindy, but Beach and Lindy's now 2 lengths away. It's Uncle Shank's got lots in the tank here, and this one looks to close it out strong. Beach and Lindy in second. Sauble Amber is back in third. Uncle Shank is going to go all the way and take our 11th and final qualifier, stopping the clock in 1:53-1. Second went to Beach and Lindy. Third was Sauble Amber, and fourth was tight between Major Custard and Lancaster Bomber.